ATK in this thing, TKG type of fucking. ATK in this thing, TKG, what is good with y'all, man? Listen, y'all see the title, y'all know exactly what we're getting into, man. The 20 worst rappers of 2022. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to every TKG member that watched my last video. The reception that I had on my return yesterday was absolutely resounding for my standards. I had people hit me up on Instagram, DMing me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, comments on the YouTube video, you know, it's amazing, and it absolutely shocks me to this day that I have the support that I do, because as you know, I didn't think that I would ever get as big as I am on YouTube at all. I never thought that I'd have anyone that supports me the way that you guys do. So I do want to say that I am beyond grateful to have a subscriber base like you guys, and I promise I will not fail you all. And of course, we're gonna live up to that expectation and that standard in this video as we talk about the worst rappers last year. Now 2022 had a lot of good music. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was pretty hard to find the absolute worst albums of 2022. So that's why I had to mix in the most disappointing albums as well, because there weren't too many fumbles, you know what I'm saying? I may have missed some, and like I said, you know what I'm saying, if you think I missed any and you haven't watched that video yet, check it out now and tell me if I missed any. But individual rappers, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna lie to you. As the thumbnail says, some things never change, and the rappers that you're about to see here today, yeah, this is about to be a wild list. Just know that it's about to be absolutely crazy. So beyond any case, man, you know what's going down. Let's get into the video. Kicking this list off at number 20, we've got DJ Khaled. At number 19, we've got the imitator clout-chasing duo of Izzy Drake and Perkio. And at number 18, we've got Ken Carson. Now, if you're an OG TKG member, you know exactly why I have DJ Khaled on this list. You know that I can't stand the fact that DJ Khaled gets real credit for being an artist when he's not an artist. He's not a producer. He's not a DJ. He's not shit. He's about as much as a DJ as DJ Vlad is. He's not a fucking DJ. This guy just sits around while everyone else does all the work. Could you imagine if DJ Khaled got nominated for a Grammy and he won the Grammy? He went up on the stage and accepted it and then started making a speech like, yeah, man, I want to thank God. I put in all this work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to thank my kids. I got to thank my, you know what I'm saying, whatever bitch I'm fucking at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I got to thank everybody that's involved in my projects. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I put in all this work. I'm a hard worker, you know, and it's like, what? Like, dude, you're just sitting there. So yes, if he's gonna be credited as a rapper, credited as an artist, he will get the flack and the negative criticism of said artists. At 19, we've got the clout-chasing twins known as Izzy Drake and Perkio. Of course, they're imitating rap superstars Drake and Lil Durk. Now, I understand how Perkio can get away with it. Kinda does look like Lil Durk. I ain't gonna lie to you. He kinda does like Lil Durk. Izzy Drake, on the other hand, if any women have been tricked by this man, I implore those women, never listen to Drake again. Because you clearly don't know what the fuck Drake looks like. Because this man right here, I'm not gonna lie to you, is a little to no resemblance. Like, I don't understand it. I do not get it. I don't. The only way he could get away with that is if he put on glasses. And 9 times out of 10, that is how he is dressed in clubs. He puts on glasses. But again, this guy has a fat face. Drake does not. Cannot get away with that shit. Drake has braids. This guy does not. Like, how the fuck does he get away with it? If you keep up with Drake, you'll know this isn't Drake. But yeah, let's talk about their music, shall we? These two decided to get together and do a remix to, of course, Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake and Lil Durk. It was garbage. These two have no musical talent whatsoever. Obviously, they're good at just standing there and just looking like other people because, yeah, I forget how the saying goes, but it's I think it's it's better to not say anything and have people think you're, I'll change it up and say talented, versus opening your mouth and proving them wrong. Yeah, these two should have just fucking just stood in front of a camera and took pictures and left it at that. Basically been Instagram models, only Instagram models they know who they are. And they're not shameless with it. These two aren't shameless with it either, but they ought to be. Because, I mean, come on now. You wake up being somebody else every single fucking day. It's absolutely shameless. It's fucking annoying. Oh my goodness. What the fuck is the world coming to? At number 18, we have got Ken Carson. Now, if you caught my last video, and I implore that you do if you haven't seen it already, you would have seen, and spoiler, that I put Ken Carson's album on there, X. Now, I put it on there because, of course, the album lacked substance. It lacked life. It was boring for a rage album. It just... I'm sick of these Playboy Cardi juniors popping up in the game and getting a little bit of fame. You guys blow these guys up for a year. You forget them. You so faggle the fuck out of these guys. You give them attention, and then you wind up going, I mean, nigga, it's kind of lame. And then you forget about him. Ken Carson's career is like if he cheated on a test and still failed. He cheated off of the genius in the class, did everything word for word, got the same answers, and still failed the test. Somehow, by the grace of God, you got caught. Yeah, it's the jig is up for these fucking new guys. I mean, it's so obvious whose formula you're fucking copying off of. The only reason why I don't have Destroy Lonely on this list is because I enjoyed his album a lot more than Ken Carson's, but I am a little disappointed that he basically is a fucking Cardi junior as well. I mean, sometimes it can be helped, but, you know, someone's gonna say, well, what else are they gonna do? Well, I don't know. Shit. If you're as good as rapping as you say you are, then you'll find something to fucking do. But you don't have to be a fucking clone. You most definitely don't have to be. I mean, listen, if you don't believe me, please listen to his music, listen to Cardi, listen to Uzi, and try to tell me who the fuck sounds more original in their music. I guarantee you, Ken Carson is not going to be the fucking answer. Up next at number 17, we've got NBA Youngboy. At number 16, we've got another boy, Soulja Boy. And at number 15, we've got another, boy. Well, at least he acts like a boy, but he's a grown-ass man, Lil Pump. Now, out of these three, who do you least expect? I mean, if you picked NBA Youngboy, sadly, I don't join in your sentiment. I don't think that NBA Youngboy had a good year last year. He dropped a fuck ton of albums last year, and most of them weren't good. And I do believe most. Some people are going to be modest and say, I go half and half. No, most of them weren't good. And that's probably because I'm not your conventional NBA Youngboy fan. Hell, I'm not even an NBA Youngboy fan. I enjoy his music from time to time. I don't think he's the worst artist like other people do. But again, there are things that he could work on. He definitely can make soulless filler music, and a lot of his albums felt like filler music. It was absolutely dreadful to be an NBA Youngboy fan last year, if you were an NBA Youngboy fan. But an NBA Youngboy fan won't say that. They won't admit it. In private, they'll cry their asses off because they know that NBA Youngboy took a step back quality-wise. But in private, in public, should I say, they'll go on Twitter, they'll have their NBA Youngboy, username and fucking profile picture and go, man, this shit lit. Everything he dropped was lit. Best artist of 2022, 100%. As they burn his shrine down in their fucking room they made out of... Alright, let me stop. But yeah, NBA Youngboy clearly took a step back. The projects felt like filler, soulless, felt like he was just doing shit just to do shit. Stuff he already had, recorded. Just put that shit out for his fans to listen to, because as you know, he has one of the biggest, most toxic fan bases out. So obviously he believed that that was going to generate some sort of cash for him, or, give him bigger publicity, or whatever the case may have been. But I don't think it worked. At number 16, to nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody's surprise, we have Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy let me say this before I even continue on with what I'm about to say. Soulja Boy legitimately might have a strong ass case for top 20 worst rapper, no matter what gender, worst rapper of all time. Like, it's got to be. He consistently has been putting out bullshit since like 2007. I can't, like, since I've been in elementary school, since fucking probably 4th grade, 5th grade, since I was a child, Soulja Boy has been shitting the bed. This man was a teenager, I was in elementary school, and I still could have put out better music than this motherfucker. My goodness. I mean, every year is the same gunk bullshit, dog shit, cat piss. It's the same formula. So thank you, Soulja Boy, because me as a YouTuber, it's sometimes hard to find these trash ass rappers. It really is. It's easy to find good shit. Yeah, it is, because we don't have biases here on YouTube, but we do. We put our favorite artists on the best list. And sometimes, our prides, they don't get the better of us, so we can keep our favorites off when they post, mediocre or not as good content. I mean, I'm not scared, shit, because if you watched my video yesterday, if you hadn't seen it, you'd have seen I put Big Crit and Snot and shit on there. So, yeah, I ain't afraid. You put out some bad shit, you put out some mad shit, and I will very much exploit that. But thank you, Soulja Boy, for continuously giving me a reason and filling a spot on these lists, because you are continuously one of the worst rappers in the rap game every single fucking year. You do not fail at it. Do I have to tell you how Soulja Boy was one of the worst? I do not. At number 15, to nobody's surprise, once again, we have Lil Pump. Now remember when I was talking about NBA Youngboy, I asked, out of these three, who did you expect to not be here? Well, if you said NBA Youngboy, again, I wouldn't have said that. I would have said Lil Pump. And here's the reason why. It's not because, he stepped up his game. No, it's not at all. I thought this motherfucker was just going to drop his flag. I thought he was just going to kick rocks. I thought he was going to just give up with rapping, because legitimately, why the fuck is he still around? Why is he still doing this? Why? His main shtick was being a stupid little kid, doing a lot of dumb shit, and having a bunch of other stupid little kids identify with him. Oh, look, mommy, Lil Pump threw his TV out the window. I'm gonna do the same thing. As the same child got his ass beaten, Lil Pump went and bought another TV. You are not Lil Pump. You don't have as fallen off as he is, he's still richer than you. So do not do the things he does, please. But I will say, I did not think that he would wind up on this list simply because I thought he was done with music. I thought he'd just get the hint. No one gives a fuck anymore. He does not have the same fan base. He does not have the same amount of fans. He does not have the same pull that he once upon a time had. Hell, I think that's fucking Smoke Perp probably fucking and wised up and don't want to make music with his motherfucking ass no more. But shit, probably so. Smoke Perp needs the fans, and I do mean that in a literal sense. He needs the fans. Lil Pump, what else is there to say? The guy has had a quiet yet trash year. If you did check out his music, you know that nothing changed, that he's still the same. Huh, yeah, look at me drip. Huh, yeah, look at me drip. Huh, yeah. Repeating the hook about fucking 75 times and then saying absolutely nothing for all of his verses up until he repeats the hook for another 2 minutes and then the song is over. Absolutely fucking boring sequence. And it does not stop there. Lil Pump somehow is less interesting. Yes. The rager, the fucking the hype rapper, somehow less interesting, somehow a little more boring. And it's probably because that buzz around his name is gone. Again, who's checking out for Lil Pump anymore? Who's talking about Lil Pump? Lil Pump does something stupid, and who's talking about it now? Absolutely nobody. So yes, Lil Pump earned his way on this list, and as long as he keeps making music, again, just like Soulja Boy, he will find his name on this list again. Thank you, Soulja Boy and Lil Pump. You guys are certified. You guys fill up at least 2 spots on these worst lists, these year-end lists every time. I cannot thank you enough. Up next at number 14, we have got Saweetie. At number 13, we have got 2 Chainz. And at number 12, we've got YG. Oh my goodness, Saweetie. Sweetie actually made the cut for my 20 worst and most disappointing albums of 2022 video, but I had to add both Island Boys, so she got edged out. I think I added someone else too, last second, so Sweetie missed the cut barely. And I easily could have added her back, but I told myself, you know what? That album has gotten enough flack. And the flack that I'm talking about is the simple fact that people will continuously reference the fact that Sweetie sold 2,000 first week for her album. Now, that is a huge indication of her fans not fucking with her. It does not really tell you that the album was shit. I listened to it. It was shit. But 2,000 first week doesn't tell you it's shit. I mean, it tells you that, you know, either people weren't told about it, which that's crazy because I believe Sweetie has at least 1 million fucking people followed on Twitter and probably more than that on Instagram, but whatever. Someone had to have seen, someone has to have her shit say, or her notifications, you know, alerting their phones or popping up on their phones whenever she drops anything. Surely it's just a bunch of men wanting to see her pictures or women that claim to be fans of hers. But whatever the case was, yeah, she sold shit, and she probably still sold pretty shit. The quality of the music was absolutely bad. Sweetie, as it supposes to musical standpoint, she is very stagnant. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I could sell more than that, and that's fucking disgusting. Sweetie absolutely is one of the biggest cases of pretty privilege gone wrong. Basically, she's as big as she is because she has a fat ass, titties that she doesn't mind showing, and she likes to talk nasty on her music. But that's not enough to save her because, hell, guess what? Megan Thee Stallion does the same thing and she actually makes it sound good. Cardi B does it and she makes it sound good. Hell, we have Glorilla popping up on the scene now, and even Ice Spice. Ice Spice could talk about sex, do the little pussy grab and the little bending over trick, and she actually has a lot more talent than Sweetie. Qualifications to be a female rap superstar is pretty lenient, but the qualifications to be somebody that people actually give a fuck about, oh yeah. That's always been pretty strict. If Sweetie's finding that out the hard way now, as she does not have Quavo to hang on to anymore, and that's all going to bite her in the ass, and probably literally the next time she drops an album. Because let me tell you something, man. 2022 was a year to remember for Sweetie. Up next at number 13, we have got 2 Chainz. And let me tell you something, man. 2 Chainz, like I've said in my last video, if you missed that, once again, for the 9,000th time, I'm telling you to check it out. Super unengaging. Like, that was just the one thing that popped out to me the very most listening to 2 Chainz last year. His music just really didn't give me anything. Really didn't give me a desire to check him out again. Really didn't give me no buzz. Nothing. You put 2 Chainz on in a car, and I'm not gonna dance to his music. I'm not gonna feel anything. It's just gonna be music that's on. 2 Chainz is the perfect rapper to, blast his music when you're trying to fuck somebody. Just really get people to leave whatever area they're in. And then on top of that, if they don't want to leave the area, at least it's something really loud to block out the clapping that you're doing. But I'll tell you what, man. The one really good spot for 2 Chainz is his featuring. Yeah, 2 Chainz is always going to be good at that. I think it's because that the shine is not 100% on him. People don't replay anything for 2 Chainz. I mean, and if they have, it was really his earlier 2 Chainz work, not the Titty Boy work, but the 2 Chainz work. But now 2022, 2023, 2 Chainz, no. If you're checking out 2 Chainz music, if you're a fan of 2 Chainz, you're gonna have to tell me something, teach me something, because I'll tell you something right now. Again, very unengaging, very boring. He can't stand out alone, and I think it was no more evident than last year's fucking drops from him. Yes, number 12, YG. Why is YG on this list? I don't think I've ever slandered YG. In my entirety of doing YouTube, I don't think I ever said, man, YG couldn't do this right. Oh man, YG was trash at this. And then even then, I think I barely talk about YG. But when I do talk about him, it's probably praising him or bigging him up. Well, that's over. because his releases last year were little to be desired, little to nothing to be desired. I don't know who told YG to sing. I don't know who bribed him. I don't know who he forced to let that happen. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but let me tell you something. That alone would have earned him a top 10 spot. But yeah, he wasn't as bad as who's ahead of him. Shit, he seriously wasn't. But my goodness, he was definitely one of the lowlights of 2022. Not gonna lie to you, man. YG again usually drops good music, so I mean, you listen to him, you have an open mind, and if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. And I'm not gonna say anything otherwise. But me, being an avid YG listener and listening to what he dropped last year, definitely not in the higher tier of his discography. Most definitely not. And again, who the fuck told him to sing? Not his cup of tea at all. Up next at number 11, we have got Snoop Dogg. At number 10, we have got DaBaby. And at number 9, to no one's surprise, we have got French Montana. Now, Snoop Dogg at number 11. Why is Snoop Dogg on a worst list? Snoop Dogg should never be on a worst list. Snoop Dogg's a legend. Well, because he's a legend of rap, I am not going to slander him as much. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to move on to DaBaby. Snoop Dogg dropped 5, not mediocre, not kind of average, no, not even close. Snoop Dogg's game, it lives in the 2000s, it lives in the 90s, it kind of lives in the 80s damn near. But the 2010s, the 2020s, Snoop Dogg's game is outdated. And I'm sure he knows that. But for some reason, Snoop Dogg would like to make more money. He would like to make some type of money from what he does. But here he is, still releasing music. So, yeah, you listen to it yourself, you come back to this, and then you do what I'm about to do right now, and we just move on to DaBaby. Yes, DaBaby at number 10. I want to acknowledge something right quick. Because of my most recent video, I added Baby on Baby 2. And somebody has sent me a freestyle that DaBaby had did. Now, DaBaby did really good in that freestyle, but I also want to mention that does not fucking matter. The reason why I'm saying that is because even if that freestyle was on the album, one good fucking song does not validate an entire fucking project. That is like saying you took a test, you got one answer right on a 90 fucking question or 100 question test, you got one question right, and so the teacher must go, oh well, he knew something, so I gotta give him 100%. No, that's not how the fuck that works. You think because Sicko Mode was as legendary of a song as it was, that, Astro World should have been legendary as well? No, I still believe Sicko Mode is a great song. Astro World could be a good album. Jimmy Cooks could be a great song, good song. And Honestly Nevermind can still be a trash album. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Pushing P. Fun song, popular song. DS Forever, bad album. So I don't really give a fuck about a fucking freestyle from DaBaby. He could do good in a freestyle. That freestyle was not on his album. You know what was on his album? A lot of fucking skips. And that is exactly why he's on this list. DaBaby took a huge step back in popularity and a huge step back in quality when it comes to his music. His music doesn't hit the same. It did not hit at all. If it hit as hard as DaBaby when it comes to females and people, then yeah, he probably still be raking in the cash and pretty popular right now. But unfortunately, no, that doesn't translate. So DaBaby is number 10 on this list, and honestly, the way he's going to be even higher come this time next year. And of course, at number 9, we've got French Montana. Do you need a reason as to why French Montana is on a worst artist of the year list? I notice how I said I didn't say rapper just now, worst artist. Like if I were the type of channel to include rock stars, pop artists, funk artists, fucking neo soul artists, EDM artists, all sorts of shit, French Montana still probably would make the top 10. He's that fucking trash. Individual music comes out, and guess what? French Montana cannot stand out. But of course, he's always looking out for that person that megastar to leech off of. And it doesn't really fucking matter, because when you listen out for his solo performances, when you listen out for the shit that he's doing, it's absolutely unlistenable. French Montana is not good. At number 8, somehow we have Gazer, Dewey So in the building, Bald So in the building, trash rapper Illuminati at number 8. Number 7, we have Adam Calhoun. And at number 6, to no one's surprise, we have Tom McDonald. Now, Illuminati. Somebody, some very, very treacherous, menacing soul told Illuminati, hey, drop some music. Illuminati had been, he'd been trolling with dropping a track for so long. If you had been watching him back in the day, then he had trolled talking about, oh yeah, I'm about to drop a diss on Trippy and all this shit. And he never did it. But now finally in 2022, he decided, oh yeah, it's time to drop an album. And my goodness, it was something. Now, somebody told me, oh, Illuminati probably doesn't have good equipment, so I'm not trying to hear that shit. Illuminati has better resources than I do, and I sounded more fucking professional on my music than Illuminati did. He sounded far away from his fucking microphone, very unprofessional. He can't sing for shit. His cadences are is whatever. His hooks are Dream in particular. Living in the dream. When you first listen to it, of course, you'll probably think to yourself, wow, this sounds horrible. But if you know who Illuminati is, then you'll think it's catchy. I thought it was catchy, but I can admit that it's not a good song either. It's a catchy song, and catchy doesn't mean good. It just means that you're able to sing it, you know what I'm saying, because it's got a little ring to it. There's a lot of catchy, bad songs, like the Macarena. Yeah, but I'll tell you something, man. Illuminati cannot rap. He can't at all. It's a shame, actually, how bad he is, because of all the flack and all the shit that he used to give Flight reacts, and he's just as bad. And don't worry, Flight, you're still worse. You're still one of the worst rappers out. Spoiler, he's not on this list, but to be fair, I hadn't really been checking Flight out that much this year, so actually I hadn't watched him at all in 2022, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, no, just the worst, terrible shit from Illuminati. Yes, number 7 and number 6, the Hulk Hogan bros, the Kanye West bros. We have Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald, 6 and 7, 7 and 6, vice versa. These boys make music for guys like Hulk Hogan, Uncle Ruckus, and again, Kanye West. Hell, probably Donald Trump, depending on what you think about him. But I will tell you this. These guys here, they have to have been very brave, fearless, very courageous to have stood in their booth in Arkansas around the KKK that they most definitely previewed this album to. I mean, it's the music that you hear from these guys. It clearly panders to a specific audience. And I'm not saying that their music is bad because of what it sounds like. Hell, Joyner Lucas made a song about not being racist and spoke from the perspective of a white man and a black man. It was a good song. These guys speak from the perspective of scorned white men, of men that basically understand all the injustices in America, a lot of them being, look at that black man over there, he can say nigga, but I can't. What's going on with that? My God, where's Hulk Hogan when you need him to drop a leg drop on this nigga's face? Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of their music, well, really Tom McDonald's, don't know too much about Adam Calhoun, but chances are not gonna give a fuck about him in 2023 and beyond. Yeah, a lot of the music is just injustice music and talking about what's wrong with America and hey, how do we fix America? But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You ain't missing shit. If you've heard one Tom McDonald song, you're really not missing anything. You've heard everything. Just a lot of crying, a lot of attempts at fast rapping, Eminem homages. It just doesn't work. There's a reason why people think he's one of the worst rappers of all time, and it doesn't have anything to do with his subject matter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe the subject matter might have something to do with a lot of people not liking him. But I don't like him simply due to the fact that he's a mediocre rapper that clearly wants attention with these controversial topics. It doesn't work. And Adam Calhoun joining in with Tom McDonald, clearly, I don't know if you want to say it's for clout. I guess they both have the same viewpoints. As you can see, you look at Adam Calhoun's shirt, you see who he's kind of giving an homage to, I guess. But nah, it's no. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a note for me. It's still a note for me, and it's gonna remain a note for me. But Tom McDonald proves year in, year out why he climbs higher and higher on that worst rappers of all time list. And congratulations, Adam Calhoun. You've just introduced yourself a spot on that list. At number 5, we have got I Show Speed. What is I Show Speed doing in this video? He's just a baby. No. Speed is very fucking aware of what he's doing. Again, do I have to remind you of Lil Pump, the 6ix9ines, the Bluefaces of the world? They do these dumbass fucking things because they know you're gonna pay attention. They know, look at him doing that stupid stuff. When is he gonna stop? And you don't want him to stop because you're anticipating that next dumb move because you just can't keep your eyes away from the dramatic things happening on your screen. You have to see the fucking cars tumbling and burning up at a NASCAR event. You've got to see when a boxer gets knocked to the ground. That's when you blow up, when somebody's finally hit the canvas. You've got to see when somebody inevitably gets in a fight in a reality TV show. It's what you tune in for. It's what you want to see. So you watch I Show Speed do stupid shit because, again, he's known for stupid shit. So what do you think he's going to do in his rap? Oh, talk about real shit? Be on some Nas shit? No, he's going to talk about dumb shit. No. So, yeah, he's here for dumb shit. Precisely that. Now, I understand that I Show Speed is aware of what he's doing. If he wanted to actually rap for real, I'm pretty sure he would attempt to, and it probably wouldn't sound good either, because I Show Speed just doesn't have the ability to rap. He has the capacities of it, but he doesn't have, it ain't in his blood. I'm sorry. He knows what makes a rapper, but what makes a great rapper? Nah, I don't think he's chasing that. I don't think he wants that. I think Speed clearly wants to put out rap music just to, do something else other than screaming and barking at people. But here he is, number 5 on my list. So how the fuck is that going? At number 4, we have got AB. And my goodness, what the fuck happened to this man's life? Like, seriously. He has this unnecessary beef with Tom Brady. I don't get. The biggest rival that this man has ever had is himself. I mean, I don't understand it. The dude went from humble and quiet to fumble and riot. Like, he just does not fucking get it. Like, he is his biggest enemy. He is fucking himself up. No one wants anything to do with him on the football field and shit. If they're smart, rappers shouldn't want anything to do with him in the booth. Because my goodness, this nigga can't rap at all. Stick to your day job if you can get on a fucking team. But my lord, he had once made a song that sounded like this, and I'm gonna try my best to do the voice. Are you playing with my shirt off? Sticking like hot sauce? Like, oh boy. I'm sorry that had to come through y'all headphones, y'all TVs. Maybe your parents were asleep and I just woke them up. Maybe you got a son or a daughter. I just woke up. Maybe you were having sex and my video was on, and I don't know. I fucked your flow up. But beyond any case, I apologize. But Antonio Brown, AB, is not a good rapper at all in the slightest. No flow, no energy, no hook, no real. I mean, you could hear in his voice that he's really just doing this as a pastime because, again, shit, this might as well be your main career because I don't think anyone else is signing this man for the rest of his life. He's done with football. NFL has done with this nigga. And there's no bigger sign that football fucked this man's life. Shit, he clearly is dealing with some type of CTE or some shit. Because good God, again, from humble and quiet to fumble and riot, it's sad how his life is gone. But it's even sadder how his fucking rap career is currently going. Yeah, number 3, Smiley. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it the whole time like this. Yeah, Smiley. He sounds like he's scared to ask a question. He even looks scared. Look at him. Yeah. I can't do that shit. I'm sorry. I almost want to break my fucking headphones in half talking like that. The nigga sounds very seductive and not the right type of seductive either. I don't want to hear this nigga moaning and fucking yeah, fingering his asshole while he's making music. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck about your fucking fantasies while you rapping. What is this pseudo-sexual shit? Like, man, his voice is the main reason why he's so unengaging. The lack of energy, the quietness, and his voice. His voice is what's killing his career at the moment. What the fuck did Drake see in him? Like, I'm gonna question Drake's sexuality right quick. Cause did he have sex with Smiley? Did he? Cause my God, it has to be the voice. The man must have rizzed him up. Had to have. And my God, I used the word rizz in real life. I didn't type it. Good God. His voice has got to be one of the most annoying of all time. As a matter of fact, I'm going on record to say it's top 5, one of the most annoying voices in rap. You know, and that might be a video that I have to make. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But, whew, yeah. I'm number 3 on the list. Do I deserve it? Yeah. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Damn. That boy just constantly got the first bad bitch he fucked on his mind all the time. The hell, dog? Like, okay, move on. Even like every picture you see of Smiley, it looks like he's suspicious of some shit. It looks like he knows more than what he fucking. I can't, bro. But no, his music is just the flows. I mean, I'm not gonna go lie to you. The flow, be there sometimes, but the voice ruins it. The voice fucks it up. The cadences, It's like he could be better than what he is, but his voice won't allow him to because he sounds scared of his own fucking delivery. My goodness. Yes, Krishan Rock at number fucking 2. I hate this girl's voice. I do so much. Her regular talking voice, I cannot stand. Like, she sounds like Marge Simpson's sister. Fucking disgusting. Let's go to the store. Why you acting like that? Oh my God. So weird acting, bro. Like, she's one of them type of women that call dudes nigga and bro and shit. Super unattractive, by the way. Oh my goodness. Then she dropped that one fuck. That is a vibe all the time. No. Now she's thinking of switching up the gospel music, and no, you don't need to switch up the gospel music. You just need Jesus in your life. This woman is dysfunctional. I don't know who's worse between her and Blueface, but my God, they're the twin towers of fuck ups. Toxic people, just the worst, the fucking worst. Terrible. And I don't know why Blueface told her to explore music. Maybe she was already into it. I know that she was a pretty impressive athlete before Blueface. She was absolutely beautiful before Blueface, in shape and everything. Now she lost a tooth. She's gaining weight. Not that gaining weight's a problem, but she clearly has ignored that weight gain. It's everything is getting worse. It really is. She has a tattoo in damn near every spot, and a tattoo dedicated to Blueface in every damn part of her body. She's exploited her body on every, like, it's just sad where this woman's life has went. It really is. But music wise, oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. Blueface needs to go in that studio and fuck all that equipment up. Needs to. 9 times out of 10, they're sharing it, and that's probably why they're both as fucking good as each other. Which don't say much, because they're both dog shit. I can't tell you who's worse. Just like I can't tell you who's more toxic between them, I can't tell you who's worse on the mic. Because goddamn if it ain't a tie. And number 1, the undisputed champions of trash, the Island Boys. Yes, I could not differentiate. I could not find out who was worse between the two, so I said, fuck it. Since they do it, everything together anyways, fuck it. They are both the worst rappers of 2022 and going forward. I mean, my goodness, it's a noticeable gap too. At least I could get through a fucking Krishan Rock song. I mean, not really that much, but shit, she still got these motherfuckers beat by a mile. These niggas are garbage, bar none the worst. I would have put 645 AR here, but I decided to give him a little break. So he missed a year, even though he deserved it again. I vowed to myself, it didn't matter if he made a 2-second song, he was going to be number 1. But nah, could not do it. These motherfuckers right here are bad. I mean, that fucking singing, like, what is that? Oh yeah, we outside, yeah. We doing this, yeah. On the solo, yeah. Going out for the win, yeah. The Sacramento Kings, yeah. We going for the win, yeah. Who the fuck makes a song for the Sacramento fucking Kings? What are these niggas on? Running out of topics. Don't know what the fuck to talk about. Man, I don't understand it. And then motherfuckers, Kodiak Ray decided to outname his album Trendsetters? What trend? Do y'all think y'all the first light skins with tattoos everywhere and a stupid haircut? Shit. All you're missing is the dark skin and your Kodak black, basically. My fucking goodness. It is the worst shit you'll ever hear. My goodness. There's nothing special about these niggas. They don't sound like anybody else. They sound like each other. Which is, I mean, duh, they're twins. But no one sounds like these motherfuckers. No one has the flow of these guys. They waste good beats. Shit. Again, their appearance is not fucking unique. They have one of the dumbest hairstyles out. They have tattoos everywhere on their fucking bodies. Light skins with tattoos on their face and everywhere on their body. With dumb haircuts that don't know how to rap. Shit. If the rap game had a fucking contest for that shit, they win every goddamn year. But sadly they don't. So they could take this prize with pride. The worst rappers of 2022, the Island Boys. But, of course, that is where my list ends, everybody. Tell me how y'all feel about this list. Tell me how y'all, who y'all would add. Tell me how y'all would take off. All that. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, we do have the best lists coming up now. Yes. We're going to end out this year-end shit on a good note. No more Island Boys talk, because the only thing they're good at doing is being garbage. And of course, that highlights the worst of 2022. Vibe, have a good time, and I will see y'all later, man. Peace out.
Get bad shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes.